And you can't truly inherit the Deen of Rasulullah ﷺ until you go to the people who can guide you in Islam and Iman and Ihsan. The Prophet ﷺ was sent with a complete Deen, a complete way of life. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to reveal to us what this Deen is, He sent Jibreel to the Prophet ﷺ to ask him a series of questions. The first is, أخبرني عن الإسلام. Explain to me what Islam is. And the Prophet ﷺ explains Salah and Zakah and Sawm and Hajj and the Shahada as Islam. And so in order to understand that aspect, you have to have a knowledge of fiqh. Then he asks him, أخبرني عن الإيمان. What is Iman? What is belief? And the Prophet ﷺ explains, is to believe in Allah and the Prophets and the books and the messengers, and that everything is predestined by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, good or bad, and that there is a day of judgment. And so, in order to understand that, you have to have an understanding of the science of Aqidah. But then he says, أخبرني عن الإحسان, which is the pinnacle of the Deen. And he says, الإحسان أن تعبد الله كأنك تراه وإن لم تكن تراه فإنه يراك. Ihsan is to worship Allah as if you see Him, and if you don't see Him, you know that He sees you. And that is a spiritual state. And so the science of preserving those ahwal, those spiritual states, and being in between muraqabah, which is witnessing Allah, muraqabah, which is being conscious of the presence of Allah witnessing you, and mushahada, which is witnessing the presence of Allah, is the science of tasawwuf. And when Jibreel left, the Prophet ﷺ said to the Sahaba, that was Jibreel, and he came to teach you your Deen. And you can't truly inherit the Deen of Rasulullah ﷺ until you go to the people who can guide you in Islam and Iman and Ihsan. And that's what gives us complete religion, complete Deen, and a complete way of life. That we combine the outward with the inward in order to achieve perfection or completion of our Deen.